Finally, the president have suspended Emefiele, the CBN governor, and have installed an acting CBN governor. So, what do you have to say concerning that?
What I will say about that situation is that Emefiele himself have wronged Nigeria, so let him face the consequences. He failed the system that gave him the authority to govern Nigeria in the capacity of the CBN government. Makes Nigeria now. In the history of Nigeria, Nigeria was using money to buy their own money. In the history of Nigeria, Nigeria was striking themselves naked inside the bank. In the history of Nigeria, bank, CBN and bank would now turn to cat and rat. Nigeria is suffering, wicked suffering under Emefiele. First time in the history of Nigeria, a sitting CBN governor now high in the presidential seat. Can you imagine? It's a failure. It's a woeful failure. Okay, where is the new money now? Just single-handedly because of one person, because of Tinubu, you single-handedly punish 200 something million Nigeria. Put them in poverty scale.
Wow. You mean in poverty scale?
Poverty scale, just like that, overnight.
Were you affected by that cash crop?
Wickedly, because we are street men. We survive.
You were wickedly affected?
Badly wicked. Because of a Emefiele tendency of in language, demonic attitude. A CBN governor that 200 something million Nigeria trusted and give you a job, you now fail us. You know how many people went there? You know how many banks they burn? Nigeria could have catch fire. Instead of inside APC, they now carry themselves to court. Say this money, they must be spending the old one. And maybe they said no, he was taking order, was waiting for Buhari after he had brainwashed Buhari. Where is Buhari today? Buhari I went home. Emefiele now is disgraced. If he is not taking, Emefiele will go to jail. Except the tender a serious apology to Nigeria.
You will end up in jail, possibly.
Enter in jail because there is nothing. All the policy was a negativity policy. In other country, we go to jail and he must go jail.
And this has been your projection that he will end up in jail.
I don't like him because me, as well, the truth. Say the truth is bitter, but the truth will set you free. Emefiele have a hidden agenda. And you know, mess Nigeria. I think you can't go free.
And he has been alleged of supporting terrorism, financing.
Imagine in those days when he was in power, you can see DSS wanted to arrest him. Army was protecting him. He has skeleton inside his cupboard. Let him go and answer his call. He fucked the fucking shit up. He fucked you and I up.
It is no longer news. The president has sacked the CBN governor. Have suspended him. Of course, he has no rights, powers to sack him. But indirectly, of course, he's being perceived that he's on his way. He has been shown the exit door. So, is it the powers of the Jagaban being displayed? What do you have to say?
If you watch the trend, the CBN governor, Emefiele, know that his time is up. Emefiele, you know that his time is off. Because if you watch, there was a time he said he want to take study leave, to go abroad and study. You know that he's looking for a way to escape. Now, and he knew that this man will never take it kindly with him because of the mess up he made during the election. 2 naira exchange, 2 naira color painting, not redesign, color painting. He said he did it so that there be no rigging of election, but the election was rigged, money was given, and he put Nigerians into hunger. You know, at the initial stage, I supported him. That is a good action. But later discovered that Nigeria doesn't do anything that is good. So he ended up in the wrong way. And you will see that the present government or the present person in power want to do what? Take his own pound of flesh to pay him back. So the person in power now has vital power to remove him in total. But you know, Nigerian, they will do a suspension. From that suspension, bye bye. Like they did to Chief Justice when so-called Buhari entered. What is his name? I have forgot his name. Onoge. Somebody Onoge. Chief Justice Onoge. He told him, I think suspension or temporary leave from that up to today. Do you see him again? And that's the tactic they normally use. Moreover, Emefiele, if nobody told him, you know that his time is up. I think I've spent 8 years there.
Almost 10 years. He served for 2 tenures of Buhari. He was appointed during Jonathan's last 2 tenures.
Last 2015. Yes, could be before 2015.
10 years.
It was for 10 years. Because he was the one that succeeded Sanusi. Yes, it's 10 years. Without him be told, his time is up. Because I cannot serve there more than 8 years. Even though Buhari, so-called Buhari, supposed to replace him, but because he was pally with the Fulani, giving them whatever they like, in short, Emefiele was supposed to bring to book. By giving Mianti Allah or Fulani 100 and something billion naira for them to stop kidnapping and the killing and the terrorizing Nigeria.
Is that why he was charged for terrorism sponsorship?
He's supposed to be charged. He's an Igbo man, I'm an Igbo man. We all are Biafrans, but I cannot support him in evil. I don't support evil. He's supposed to be charged, but give that money to what? If he invested that money personally and put it into his account, I know how much interest he can make by now. And if they caught him, say bring it, he can refund it back to them, and the interest belongs to him.
Is Mianti Allah recognized as terrorist group in Nigeria?
Mianti Allah is not recognized terrorist groups in Nigeria or sponsor of terrorist group in Nigeria. If anything Fulani and they're killing, herdsmen and they're killing, bandit and they're killing, was not recognized as terrorists in Nigeria. But the whole world counts Nigeria as number 4th in the whole world on terrorist list. But Nigeria called IPOB terrorists. Well, IPOB is not terrorists. Nigeria to be in a book of terrorists in the world, not because of IPOB, but because of the Fulani killing. The whole world, United Nations, EU, AU, Commonwealth, all of them, ECOWAS, recognize IPOB as organized group, not terrorist group, as the freedom fighters. And even though IPOB was registered in the United Nations, he was in Commonwealth. IPOB was in the AU and ECOWAS. No any international body that recognizes IPOB as a terrorist group, because only Nigeria. And who are the Nigerians? The Fulanis, the Kabas.
Now that the power has shifted, let's say so, of course, a Sultana has emerged, so to say, pending on the litigation of the court case at the tribunal. Let's presume that the South is still in control of power. Then do you think that Fulanis can have their sway? The killings can continue?
Have they stopped? Have the killing stopped? Whether he like it or not, as far as the Fulani is a power broker that puts him there, forget about South. Because he, Jagaba, the current person in power, was a power broker that put Fulani there. So Fulani pay him back. Automatically, two of them are working hand in hand. Forget about South. That the South has no meaning. But what happened is the underground tool, underground agreement. Remember, he said he will stop where his predecessor. He will start where his predecessor stopped. What's the difference? Now, since he entered, have you made any mention? Have you made any mention to prescribe Mianti Allah? How can Mianti Allah be a registered business organization
in Nigeria?
In Nigeria, only in Nigeria. They are not the political leaders. They are not social cultural group, but they are only business associate registered. How can they be controlling Nigeria? Demanding from Nigeria, which means they are the major power broker in Nigeria, and it's an ally with them. Now, what do you think that South can do? They only continue. I remember is APC. Had it been some other political party, the formation or the formula of governance could have been have a little bit change, if not totally change. But this APC, you will inherit what APC laid down, because if the person, Jagaba, the person in power now, he is the champion of APC. He is the head of APC. He is the father of APC. He is the formulation of APC, not another person. APC APC was made up by Ahmed Tulumbu, plus other name. That's what made up APC.
Okay, do you think that Jagaban haven't gone to the center, can perform? Do you think that people can still trust his government, especially the southern people can benefit from this? I've been expecting him to declare state of emergency on the borders of the southern hemisphere so that people can have some relief. But he's yet to do that, or I don't understand. What do you think about that?
Coming to the border issue, I heard the rumor that borders have been opened. I heard the rumor, not official, and I don't care to verify whether border is open or whether border is closed. All the same,
But it's not true. It's yet to be ascertained.
whether it's true or not, all I know, all the same, Nigeria will still survive, because Nigeria have been known of hardship. We have acquitted with hardship. Hardship is our bedrock. Like David said in the book of Psalm 51, my mother conceived me in sin, and I was born in iniquity. So we Nigerians are conceived in hardship, and they were born in suffering and smiling.
Oh my God, this is very pathetic. We are conceived in hardship, and we are born into hardship.
We are born
And
into
unfortunately,
and smiling.
the political class are still inflicting more hardship and pain on the Nigerian populace, and Nigerian tends to accept that. Wouldn't there be a sort of revolution, or, of course, a protest to discountenance such process?
Now, how can you have a revolution in Nigeria? If really there be revolution in Nigeria, we don't need revolution with mouth. We need the revolution of Joseph Stalin of Soviet Union. We need revolution of Fidel Castro of Cuba. We need a revolution of J.J. Rawlings of Ghana. That's the type of revolution we need in Nigeria. To be in but it cannot do. It cannot happen. Do you know what?
It may cannot happen.
It cannot happen.
What are your reasons?
My reason is that the Nigerians are coward.
You mean Nigerians are cowards?
Number one, we are coward. Number two, we always love smooth landing, soft smooth landing. We always love it. And second, thirdly, tribalism cannot allow us to do it. Tribalism. Okay, look at this past election. Because Obi come out to contest. He's an Igbo man. Look at how they treat Igbos in Lagos. If that is revolution, can it stand? I ask you, answer me. If that revolution, can it stand? Have you seen the game there? Because Obi is an Igbo man.
You mean we are more divided in terms of ethnicity and religion?
We are more divided in terms of ethnicity and religion.
And how can we continue to be a country if that is being sustained for decades and it has become a cog in the wheel of progress and the prosperity of an average Nigerians? How long can we continue in this unfortunate experience?
If you look at it, tribalism and religious have been sold before independence by British. And there's no way you can take it off, because I am an Igbo man. I am proud to be an Igbo man. A Yoruba man is a Yoruba man. He's proud to be a Yoruba man. Hausa Fulani, they are Hausa Fulani. They are proud to be Hausa Fulani. The middle belt, the new pace, the galas, the TVs, the jargons. Mention them, the lanterns. They are proud to be what they are. The Jaws are proud to be what they are. The Ogonis are proud to be what they are. The Shakiri, the Robo, they are proud to be what they are. So I am proud of myself. You are proud of yourself. How can we solve it? Nobody is ready to sell his tribe, apart from the Igbos that are misbehaving in the name of politics, selling themselves off. In the name of money, business, selling themselves off. They are the only people that are trying this day to sell off themselves. But other tribes hold themselves tight, then they cannot work. And this is why IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra are crying, let us go, because we are not one. Nothing can move when you are not one. Now look at it. Can a father and mother in a family be divided and the children succeed? They cannot succeed. Father and mother in a family, if they are divided, the children cannot succeed. That's what happened in masses of Nigeria. We, the masses of Nigeria, we are good. Look, give America, give Europe, Nigerian citizen, you will see that we will be perfect in the world. Because in every government that come out, we are loyal to that government. No matter how worse that government is, no matter how killing that government kill us, no matter the hardship they put us, we are still loyal to the government. Any government that came in. Nigerians are not goats or animal, as Buhari said in his farewell speech, that it's easy for him to control cattle and goats than to control Nigerians. We are not stubborn people. We are very quiet, law-abiding citizens. Every Nigerian from every tribe, all the common Nigerians from every tribe.
But that is mistaken to be weakness and cowardice as you really submit. Is that the way forward? Can we continue to take, of course, and accommodate and condone these excesses by the political class and still expect them to do the needful? Why we don't hold them responsible? Who is to be blamed?
How can you hold them responsible? Buhari comes start misbehaving. It will not go on well. Then his tribe men full and carry gun, terrorizing people, silencing them. Look at these few quarters that remain Buhari to left. Nothing that the killing went down a bit, because they know that their man is going. They come down a bit. So that's how normally, that's how it is. When you are in power, if you do wrong thing, your own tribe men may like to support you. I'm still saying, only Igbos that your brother will do something evil, they cast him out. But other tribes like to do what? To cover up. It's my brother. And even our own brother, when you cover them up, they'll still kill you. That's the problem of Igbo man. When you cover them up, say, it's my own brother, let me protect him. After you protect him, he still kill you, like Zeke did to us. Zeke committed blunder mistakes. We covered him up. At the end, Zeke was the one that betrayed us. At the end of the Civil War, toward the end of Civil War, where are you? Hold the meeting in Liberia and call Zeke to come and say the future of Nigeria. Come and sign for Biafra to go. Zeke went there. They asked him, do you want Nigeria to remain one, or do you want Biafra to go? He said no, over his dead body. He don't want Biafra to go. Over his dead body before Biafra will go. And we protect him. And because of Zeke, they said that Major Zogu revolution was Igbo coup. But it wasn't a coup, it was a revolution, as people were clamoring. It was a revolution. Because Zeke was not killed. They said, how can you kill Ahmadu Bello, kill Tafawa Balewa, kill Akintola? You do not kill Zeke. Therefore, it's an Igbo man coup. As the same Zeke betrayed us, the same Zeke When British were giving arms to Nigeria, I want to give arms again to Biafra. Zig went and broke it. Say, how can two brothers be fighting? Their mother giving them weapon to kill themselves. Zig went and blocked it. Even the British and America, British that is sponsoring Nigeria against Biafra. Even British call Zig, come and sign for your people to go. They have fought like a nation. Zig is over his dead body before Biafra will go. Even the one that was leading the war said, Zig, come and say something about this thing. If you do not say anything about this thing, on 13th February, I will let Biafra go. They are fighting as a nation. They are not tribe. They are not a state. They are fight. They are a nation. They are full country. I block them in the air, block them in the sea, block them in the on the land. For good 3 years, they are still fighting. By 13th February, I will set them free. They are a nation. Zik is over his dead body. Zik went and organized OAU to come and stop the war on 15th of January 1970 to stop the war. And they declared no veto. It also God declared no veto, no vanquish. It was saying to tell him that speak this word, no veto, no vanquish. The government know what is called no veto, no vanquish. God don't know anything called no veto, no vanquish. That is why he went to build a mess up. The same thing betray us. That's the problem of Igbo man. They don't respect their own culture. As they betray Nnamdi Kanu now, look at it. Look, Nnamdi Kanu is in detention now. Not Fulani hold him. Not Abbas hold him. Not Nigerian government hold him, but his fellow Igbo brothers put him detention there. That if this one come out, our own have finished.
You raised a very vital note. Do you think that the administration of Tinubu can adhere to the court rulings regarding the indigenous people of Biafran's leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Nigeria is Nigeria, whether south or north.
You mean the continuous, of course, flagrant violation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's rights will be extended and sustained by the administration of Ahmed Bola Tinubu?
I tell you that anything concerning Nigeria and Nnamdi Kanu, I don't see it for them to release Nnamdi Kanu. Because they see Nnamdi Kanu as a bone in their flesh.
Is a breach of constitutional rights or provisions of an individual's rights that should be protected. Then, if that is violated by a supposed democratic setting, what do you think that the people can do to get him out of there?
Do we have constitution in Nigeria?
Yes, of course, as I claimed, Nigeria is a democratic setting that has a constitution, but the implementation and adherence is become a subject of controversy.
We don't have constitution in Nigeria. What I have is confusion, not constitution.
Okay, not constitution, but confusion.
Confusion is what you have. If there's constitution, why are we roaming about like this? If there's constitution, why should one tribe carry gun, another tribe we are not supposed to carry gun? If there's constitution, why should the rail build from Ebutemeta to Sokoto to Niger, and no one from Ebutemeta to Port Harcourt to Akwa Ibom, no one from Port Harcourt to Enugu to Benue? If you have constitution, if you have constitution, tell me why in Buhari administration they went and borrow money and share it to the other political zone if they did not give to Southeast. And those normal, those selfish people in government say they are representing us, keep their mouth shut.
Would that be the reason why the agitation for the restoration of Biafra is being fueled within the southeastern or the eastern region? And do you think that could be sustained during this Tinubu's administration?
The clamoring for restoration of Biafra is not in southeast. It's in Biafra land. You cannot carry agitation for your self-determination to another person's land. You will do it in your own land. That's why it's in the Biafra land, not in southeast, not in Igbo land, but in Biafra land.
Unfortunately, the incumbent governor of Enugu State gave an injunction that an end of the sit at home has come to stay in his administration. But unfortunately, he was embarrassed and he has to run to Abuja, possibly for enforcement or what. People ignored him. What do you have to say with such experience?
Now, this is what I'm telling you about Igbo man. All the whole thing, Fulani headsmen, call them bandits, call them whatever, call them terrorists. All they have done. Have you seen any Fulani government condemning them? Have you seen Mianti Allah or Fulani personality telling them drop the gun? We don't have gun. We don't have power. But say that is our own power. And the person who said that he is a Biafran by Igbo tribe, not that we are fighting for his generation to succeed, to exist. Come out and say, stop sit at home. Whether sit at home is our own gun to release our God-given leader, Mazen Namdekalo. He came and said, stop it. Now, listen at his speech. He said that his first assignment is to stop sit at home, which means his paymaster, Ironto in Abuja, I already told him, make sure you stop this sit at home.
But there was 101% compliance of sit at home. So it means such threats could not get through.
This is why we are telling you that we common people, we know what you are doing. But the so-called elites don't know what they are doing. But they are after their belly and their family. You understand what I'm saying? So this governor have already embarrassed himself, put himself into disgrace, show him that he has no power. What happened last Monday proved to him that he has no power. He's only there figurehead, representing his paymasters, but not representing Biafrans.
Okay, he says sit at home is our own bullet, our own gun.
It's our own gun.
Well, it's an expression of people's dissatisfaction over what has been, of course, prevalent for decades, and calling the attention of the concerned, of course, government to look into their grievances and plight in order to address it. But time will tell whether the government is responsive enough and responsible enough to listen to the people. Power belongs to the people, as they say. And I hope that whatever happens, people will always have their voice heard, and any responsible governments will not jettison such opportunity. So, what is your final thought in what has been happening over the Nigerian state? Since you are saying we might not have any positive prospects, then how do a common man survive, considering the life expectancy of an average Nigerian? How do we survive the next 4-8 years?
Now, you say power belongs to the people. Here in Nigeria, power doesn't belong to people. Power belongs to who has the gun. Power belongs to who sit at the helm of their affairs. That's who power belongs to. It's only in civilized world that the power belongs to the people, to the masses, not here in Nigeria. Here in Nigeria, power belongs to the who has the naira.
On this note, I want to say a very good thank you for your time and contribution. Thank you. It's a pleasure having you. Thank you for your time. Yes, this remains, of course, called with TV, where we bring you the unbiased reportage of events. The impulse of the people is being felt live and direct, and it has remained our commitment to continue to intimate and sensitize the, of course, entire world of the happenings within the Nigeria. Please don't forget to hit the subscription button, like our videos, give us a thumbs up, share the videos so that it can get to all our sundry of people who want to know the real happenings, the real G's, of course, within the Nigerian political, social, and economic space. It's been a wonderful moment having you. Until we come your way some other time. Have a great day.